Hello, true duelists, and welcome to a breaking news update. That's right, the ban list is out, and at long last we can celebrate the end of Fire format. And by celebrate the end of Fire format, I mean we get to look at this list, because it's, oh boy. Immediately off the list, taking a look at the 4 banned cards Konami saw fit to be most representative of the problems of the format, we have Link Kuriboh, Baron de Fleur, Borreload Savage Dragon, and Summon Limit. Link Kuriboh should come as no shock to most people, I would think. There's been discussions to have the card banned for quite some time. Its ability to help the top deck dodge Imperm and Valor and other such hand traps has made it quite annoying and troublesome for a number of players when trying to lob their 18 hand traps against the Fire deck's 29 extenders. That's just the nature of the format, isn't it? So I suppose now, that's it. I guess that's how Konami decided to say we've solved the format, because the other cards are, well, Summon Limits actually, I'll gladly fucking put a cap in that son of a bitch. Fuck that fucking card, dude. On God, for real, for real. But other than that, we have, of course, Baron de Fleur and Borreload Savage Dragon, which are surprising hits. This will greatly appease the people who vehemently hate Appaloosa and generic extra deck boss monsters and want to celebrate unique archetype-specific boss monsters, because we only want to play what Konami has designed us to play, I suppose. But in all reality, I don't think that's terrible. I actually do. I bought a number of super rares of both Baron and Borreload Savage to throw across all my decks, so I didn't have to keep ping-ponging them. I was like, yeah, $5, and then I can have, like, you know, 5 decks with each of these cards, and it's fucking cool, yay. And then Konami banned them. So once again, I've been personally attacked, and I'm pissed off. In all reality, in regards to the grand scheme of the game, I don't think I'm going to complain too much. Baron's kind of an absurd card. This does retroactively ruin some of the jokes I've made in my videos going over new cards, where I'm like, this deck's just Baron Turbo, because no, it's not. No, it is not anymore. And it can't be Borreload Savage Turbo anymore either, so that's cool. All in all, when I take a look at the bans, I think, fuck me, I actually liked Link Kuriboh outside of Fire format decks. Like, I think it was very useful in a number of, so fuck me, I guess, and fuck my wallet and the $5 I'll never get back from those supers. But hey, Summon Limit's banned, and that's fantastic. And moving on from that fantastic bit of news, questions that make you go, why? Namely, why is Protos limited? Don't get me wrong. Sword Soul needs a boost now that their boss monster's banned? I don't fucking know. This isn't fun. Like, this card just isn't fun, and they can still access it incredibly easily by summoning Chichao and then using the, well, Blackout? It's not Blackout. I can't remember the name of Sword Soul Rhoda. Big Dickus to search out Protos, and then if Protos resolves, the opponent just doesn't get to play. Like, I don't think Sword Soul's top tier fun or top tier 1 or whatever after this change. I don't think that they fuck off, dude. So many times in so many of these videos, I simply say, let me play the game, and then Konami does this, and I'm like, cool. That's fantastic. It's not the end of the world, but I preferred it banned. But what I don't prefer banned is Tidal, because now I can throw that into Mermail and pretend it's 2013 again somewhat. It's like, yeah, man, Tidal. And then for the other things, it's all just things coming off the list, except for the awesome sauce ban or limit of Anti-Spell Fragments, which should be a ban, but fuck it. If I see it less, I'm happy with it. I very much support Konami's anti-Floodgate stance, and if you're a fan of Floodgates, I think you'll find that everyone doesn't want you to talk anymore. So if you could just continue to do that, that's fine. And then other than that, of course, Kieran's back. And Chicken Game, actually. So I guess that this ban list was sponsored to you by Dimensions of Chaos. I don't fucking know. I do remember 2015, though. This is really funny to me because Chicken Game has a lot of funny memories. And at 1, it's fine. As they always say, too many draw spells becomes a problem. But at 1, that's fun. Kieran, I can't give you a justifier. It doesn't need to be banned anymore. But I don't want it I have bad memories with Kieran, okay? It's full PTSD. For the health of the game, it's fine. For the state of the game, it's fine. For Magic Spectre players, it's perfectly fine. And for me personally, it's like, well, I have bad associations, so why don't we just cater this to me a little bit more? And then there's Colossus. I'm incredibly torn on this because it's like one of my favorite cards visually, and I love Thunder Dragon's deck's playstyle and combo and wombo shenanigans. But again, this is not a fun. You've been dealing with Floodgates, but you brought 2 of them back. It's very strange, Konami. I would like a detailed and thorough explanation as to why the fuck this is what's happening, but we'll never get it. So who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? On to the semis. There's only 2 semi-limited cards on this ban list, and that's Armageddon Knight and Delicious Memory. Pearly's fucking irrelevant. Who cares? They're gonna have 2 again, until they become a problem again. That's perfect. No, but nobody cares. Armageddon Knight, again, really nobody cares. Orchestra players are fucking pumping their fists probably. This is a card that I don't think is a problem right now, but I do believe that in due time we'll get a dark deck and they'll be like, why is Armageddon at 3? This is so stupid. We need to limit it or ban it. And then we'll do it again. And then people will be like, why is it limited? It doesn't matter anymore. Just bring it back. It's just gonna fucking ping pong forever real. So that's my entire take on Armageddon Knight. And most notably on this ban list is the historic unlimiting of Destiny Hero Malicious. This is a card that is known for being the face of the semi-limited list because everyone says it's just too good at 3, but at 1 it's literally useless. So effectively semi-limiting it is limiting it. Will this be a huge problem? Probably, at some point. Warrior is an engine that will be abused at some point. Isolde's banned. Heroes can have fun with this, it's fine. Will it be it's like Armageddon Knight. I really don't see it being a problem currently. Just give it time. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players love to break the game. It's just what we do. And then other cards unlimited. Harp Horror back to 3, yay for me if you're a fan of Vorkist. Terratop is back at 3 because, well, Zodiac, Rat, Pierce still limited. I don't fucking know. Goblin Riders and Burning Abyss and Phantom Knight players rejoice. And then Engage is at 3. So really, we are en route to having just Toss format back and it being back. But that doesn't matter because Toss is completely irrelevant in the current day in the grand scheme of have you seen the fucking meta? Because they really didn't hit the meta all that much, did they? Like, Snake Eye, no Snake Eye card has been hit. No Shifter has been hit. Fans of losing to Dimensional Shifter, again, stay rejoicing. And then other fun, cool tech cards like the Promethean Princess, which didn't really need to be hit, but like it's not been touched. There's been nothing. They've done nothing to touch any sort of fire engine, not even like Fire King, which didn't need to be hit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, would you really be shocked if they came out and they were like, hey guys, we noticed that the fire decks are pretty crazy, so we're putting that big Garunix to 2. And it's like, quit wasting our fucking time here. Because that's the number one thing they do with this, isn't it? They just fucking waste their time. I don't know. Truthfully, I haven't had a ton of time to really think and sit on this list because I saw a comment from a YouTuber whose name I will now read because I was building a fucking goblin deck to go to my friend's house and duel casually with no intention to really look at Twitter. And then Faranasu? I don't, there's a fucking 4 in that name. This comment dropped on my phone and I was like, holy shit, I think I can actually publish a video in a respectable time that is actually bringing the news to people about the ban list. So I seized on it. So no, I haven't put a fucking ton of thought into this video. I haven't put a ton, I'm having a stroke, okay? That's how much dedication I've done to this. As I sat down, I said words, and then I had a stroke. And now I'm gonna edit this shit and put it out to the world. So you let me know if that was a wise decision. And you can also let me know what you think of this ban list, because Fire's pretty clearly still the best deck. There's just no Barone anymore, and no Link Karibo or Borreload Savage. Summon limits, not a problem for us anymore. Sword Soul players will be marginally more annoying. With Protoss, Colossus will be annoying like one time because it just fucking will be. Someone's gonna ruin your day at locals with it, but I don't see the deck doing a lot. And other than that, most of these things are like, they're fine. I think they're hits that can/should have happened for the most part with minimal impact to the metagame. It just lets people play their favorite decks. The problem is, Fire's still a thing, but I guess they want it to still be a thing with Tenpai coming up. Who fucking knows? Literally, who knows? We don't know. We do know that this takes place, it comes into effect for the 22nd of April, I believe, and the website won't be updated until the 15th. I don't know. Anytime I see Konami like say and do things, it's like, the fuck is going, what is he doing? What is that man doing? As we all know Konami's just one, Mr. Konami, that lone man. What is that man doing? And why does he do it in the way that he does? So that's it. You're still fucking losing to Shifter. Have fun with that. You're still gonna, get fucking snake-eyed for your life. You'll get IP blinged away. SP Little Knight did not get semied like it did back in the OCG. And fuck it. It's the format has changed so much and yet so little. Have fun getting OTK'd by Tenpai, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go to the editing room and then I'm gonna stare at my friends and say Bigabonga for a few hours. hours until they beat me to death with hammers. As always, I've been your host, Craig Fee. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, impress your smoking Italian wife, and remember, when you hit subscribe, and this isn't a threat, we're all friends here, we're all having fun, you'll become a true duelist. It will happen. You are safe. You are not in any danger right now. We're all friends, and once you hit subscribe, because you're gonna fucking do it, then you'll be a true duelist.